started a testing concepts, no,
Mm-hmm.
for a Gmail application.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. Actually, to be
Once
very honest, Shiva, I'm still doing like a little more study on it because the way I have put it up, I'm not 100% happy with it. I'm telling you the truth. I still am learning how to put it like more, concisely.
okay.
Yeah. So you can say I am comfortable now. Like I understand the basic concepts, but I do not feel that I'm to the point where I can say, oh, I did a great table. So I'm still learning, still working.
Okay. Practice it
Mm-hmm.
with the
Yeah.
different
Mm-hmm.
projects. Practice it. Then only you
Yeah.
can be have a very good
Mm-hmm.
opportunity. If you practice, you keep on practice and practice. If you are going to
Yeah.
keep on practice and practice, it might
Mm-hmm.
have a good opportunity for you.
Yeah. To be honest, as I said, I just put it, but I'm not very happy the way I did it.
Okay. As before study, you kept one dashboard activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is nice. Whatever you design the data,
I
what,
actually, as I said, I sat very late last night. And then I did go on YouTube, saw a few clips, did some more research.
okay. So
Yeah. So now I feel a little more comfortable that, yes, now I understand how to do it.
okay.
Hmm.
So
Because this is all new for me. Like I do not have like any IT background or something. So it's a lot to process.
okay.
Yeah. You can understand that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I got
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. But at least now I'm not going to say like I'm very familiar with the whole thing, but I can say that I feel 40-50% comfortable that I know something.
Okay.
Hmm.
Scenario, prerequisite, step number, step description, input data. So you wrap this. If you wrap this, it will be
Hmm.
placed in one specific cell. Okay. Step number mentioned here. Okay. The
Hmm.
case ID, Gmail login functionality, good. Gmail account. See, instead of Gmail account internet browser, so right, user should have login privilege.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, user should have login privilege. User should have login privilege. Like that you
Hmm.
mentioned. That is an and that this text should be an aggressive.
Okay.
User should have login privilege.
Hmm.
So this is a scenario and the case ID. Yeah, scenario is good. Go Gmail login functionality. Invalid email. Okay, Gmail account internet browser. So it is. This is the thing. Prerequisite is user should have login privilege. And
Okay.
next, so this is Gmail login functionality. Okay, invalid email login. Okay, invalid email login. So instead of that, Invalid login functionality. Invalid login functionality. Of course, we are inserting the user ID password in the particular Gmail application for a
Mm-hmm.
login page. Invalid login functionality. It seems to be very aggressive.
Mm-hmm. So once you're done correcting it, can you just save it so that when I go back into the same document, I can have a look again?
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
Okay. Invalid email login functionality. So now, now I'm saying another step. So you are focusing on login functionality. In login functionality, by default, you can do positive as well as negative testing. That should not be covered in the scenario. See, what is the scenario? Scenario is total functionality, how you tested the application. See, don't confuse you with the see
Mm-hmm.
Gmail login functionality. It is a login module where we are doing positive as well as negative test cases. Okay, do, it is not required for invalid email login function. Of course, you can write this, but it
Okay.
should be covered only in login functionality only. No,
Okay.
yeah. See, you are writing all individual fields. See,
Mm-hmm.
this comes under step description. Okay, you wrote here. I will check
Okay.
it out. Now, login functionality comes under positive as well as negative cases.
Okay.
See, what I said yesterday only, I said all the possible areas to be tested.
Right.
Test the scenario
So I
means,
don't need to. So I don't need to repeat all. I could just put like one test scenario and everything else I should leave blank in this column,
yeah,
right?
exactly, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
One test scenario, you can get
Mm-hmm.
number of steps.
Yes, I got it.
To positive as well as negative cases.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
similarly for the prerequisites also, I can just write it one time and leave everything else blank. I don't need to repeat it, right?
okay, that that will be applicable. Otherwise, as similar.
Or can I put it here like user should have a valid email?
Yeah, user should have a no.
Valid email.
Here you are asking.
No, the second one where I said over here on the top, enter a valid email phone. So I can put a prerequisite and a user should have a valid email account.
Yeah, user should have valid credentials.
Valid
Okay.
credentials. Okay.
Ah,
Mhm.
a valid
Okay.
account is nothing but a credentials only. No.
Yeah, right, right. Okay.
Okay. It should be
Mhm.
good, aggressive in nature.
Mhm.
If you're going for a usage of good technical terminology, it will be
Mhm.
it will become like a. Of course, that person is a good tester.
Mhm.
Focusing on a terminology, the person is said to be as a good tester. Okay,
Okay.
according to the superior person. Okay,
Got you.
so that should be aggressive in nature. So user should have login privilege, otherwise user should have login credentials, valid
Mhm.
login credentials. User should
Okay.
have valid login credentials.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
valid login credentials. You
Mhm.
may do either this or this. Don't confuse. Either up
Mhm.
to here or valid login instead of removing login privilege.
Mhm.
User should have valid login credentials
Mhm.
or or user should have login privilege. That is both are
Got you.
similar. Okay.
Okay.
For login functionality, so you
Mhm.
should not go for all these things. See,
Mhm.
there are only one case. So
Yeah, got it.
up to here
So
you
just
do
one scenario, one prerequisite, and then different steps.
exactly
Okay,
different steps and
gotcha.
different step description.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see,
Okay.
a login functionality is one scenario. Login
Mm-hmm.
module we are testing. In this login module, open the browser and navigate to Gmail login page. Very good. Next, enter a valid email for and click next. See, this okay, you wrote 1, 2, 3, enter a valid password and click next. Instead of this, what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
okay, step one,
Mm-hmm.
okay, alt enter, alt enter. Step
Mm-hmm.
two, alt enter. Step three. Okay, here
Mm-hmm.
the in the step description, test step description, open the browser and navigate to Gmail login page, enter a valid email or phone and click next, enter a valid password and click next. These three things should be coming particular field only. Copy this, alt enter. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so next, copy this, alt enter, paste. Okay, so we have three steps. Based on steps, otherwise step description. Okay, step description is based on the steps. Open the
Mm-hmm.
browser, enter a valid email, phone and click next, enter a valid password and click next. So these all comes under step description based on the step numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, based on the step numbers. So no need to write all those things. Okay, so that's what is provided this no clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go for a Gmail where okay, here we have to focus on uh, see. Okay, this is scenario. Just see for one module there is one
Mm-hmm.
ID. What you written here? You wrote all the. Oh, you mentioned your case ID. Ah, okay, okay. So in case ID we have one scenario. Based on one
Mm-hmm.
scenario, we can get the steps.
Right.
Okay, don't go for another G- s- prerequisite is this. Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
this, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Prerequisite is this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
no need to go for a Gmail login functionality again because login functionality is the same
Right.
scenario. So here now this guy just a minute. So go for a login functionality, create account, and then go for a Gmail. Yeah, Gmail only. No, you open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see here. So first we have to create a account through registration page, right? Okay, validate the
Mhm.
working of create account functionality. Validate, not verify. We are executing the actual
Mhm.
with compare actual and with comparison of expected behavior. So
Mhm.
you are doing functional testing. We are validating but not verifying.
The
Okay,
verifying is for the documents, not for the
exactly.
functions. Yeah.
Inspections, walkthroughs, checklist, those
Yeah.
comes under verification part.
That is pre-testing stage actually, prior to testing.
Very good. Very good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good. So validate the working of create account functionality. This
Mhm.
has this has one scenario only. So don't confuse here. It total module comes under one scenario.
Mhm.
What the scenario description says. So validate the working of create account based on the scenario description.
We
Based
make the test
create
cases.
account functionality is the case title. This is called as the
Mhm.
case description.
Uh-huh.
Validate create account by providing only mandatory fields. Next,
Mhm.
see this is the another. This is one case, one
Mhm.
step. This is one step. See here, step one.
Mhm.
And step two, validate creating an account by entering different password into password and confirm password fields. This is
Mhm.
step two. See, open the application in any browser. This is a prerequisite. Okay, it may be Firefox, Edge, or
Could be
Google Chrome.
Chrome.
Any browser, you have to type
Mhm.
this URL. If you type
Right.
this URL, the page will be displayed. Then only you can
Mhm.
able to do this type of testing.
Right.
So this is called as a prerequisite. Okay.
Yep.
So the cases are different here. Observe carefully. The cases are different, but scenario is only one.
Mhm.
Scenario C. All the scenarios should be only one. First, create account test case. When you are going to create the account on the registration module, or you click on sign up in
Mhm.
Gmail application, sign up, then you can get this fields, right?
Right.
Okay. Create account functionality. See, for this builder, we have create account functionality. So last last value also a create account functionality. This is the scenario you have to provide. Okay. Yeah. This is create
Mhm.
account
Yep.
functionality. CAF means create account
Mhm.
functionality. This is case ID. Case ID. For case ID, that what is the test case description? Validate, create account by providing only mandatory fields. Next, validate created account by entering different passwords into password and confirm password fields. We have two types of passwords here. One is password where we can insert the data, and same data will be reconfirmed. That should also be one type of a functional validation step.
Mhm.
So this is the step two. This is the step two. Okay. In this step
Yep.
two, step two, we have five possible ways. What are that? What is that? Click on create account link. First step. Next, second one is enter new
Enter
account.
the password.
Yeah, enter the new account details. Third one is enter any password. Then fourth one is enter any different password says into the confirm password field. Click on next button. Okay. Based
Mhm.
on the functionality flow, you are going for test case description with respect of a scenario. So do not bingle all the scenarios here. So what you did here, see here, you went for a login functionality. This thing is the three things are good, but you are wrote invalid email login functionality.
Yeah, so I don't need to put these actually because
Yeah,
we have one scenario only functionality.
exactly. Invalid
Hmm.
email login functionality will comes under test step.
Test step description. Yeah. I got that now.
So now you wrote here invalid email, and here also again you wrote
Mm-hmm.
invalid email and click next. Okay, it's aggressive, but here not required. This is not.
Got it.
This
Yeah.
will comes under here. This is
Yeah.
step description.
Mm-hmm.
This is the login functionality.
Yeah.
And invalid password login you mentioned here. It is
Yeah,
one
I got it.
object.
Like I don't have to write all this. I only have to put one sentence login
Exactly.
functionality. Yep.
Exactly. This is
Yep.
one particular object. No, it is
Mm-hmm.
a particular object in the login functionality builder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yep.
focus on login functionality and change the each and every field. This is one specific field in login builder.
Mm-hmm.
We are. It is not a scenario. This is the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Because all possible areas to be tested. We cover all the fields in a login build.
Mm-hmm.
That is the scenario. Based on the scenario, you will move to prepare the steps as well as the step description and insert the input field and compare with respect of expected as well as actual result. That's it. Yeah, you are
Yep.
getting
Yes.
very good. Okay, so change this. Yeah, it is quite good. If you do mistake, then only you can understand clearly. You will not repeat again this mistake, right? So previously what you did, this is very aggressive. You remembered, you wrote one test case for dashboard, right?
Yes.
Where it is, this one only, na? See, this one, huh? See, this is written by you only, no? Cyclist
Yes.
test case. See how it is. So nice, very nice. See what you're doing here. Verify that a new user can successfully register. Okay. Check if a registered user can log in with valid credentials. Ensure funds can be transferred between two users. You kept different procedures, but these three things comes under step description. Sorry, case description. In the case description, then you go for the steps. Okay, in the scenario where validated new user which can successfully registered. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is the scenario, and this all comes under the description, and this is the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and these two things and these two things. So what I suggest you, yeah, see here, for only account test case. So what is this account test case? What is the purpose of account test case? Create account means you are registering, creating one user ID and password in Gmail application, right? You've been there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Creating account is a one type of a functionality. Okay, one type of a build or a nothing but one type of a module based on the scenario. We will create the test case description. Prerequisite is common. In the steps, we have to prepare these things. We have 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay, and then insert the data if required, compare the expected and actual result. If these two is similar, pass, otherwise fail. But the priority will, this guide prepare the priority here only, but mention to priority here. P0, P0 means very important.
Mhm.
Without account creation, you are not entering into the module for a login builder, right?
Mhm.
So create account functionality is compulsory, should be tested, very high priority, preference to test. And this is also preference to test. And remember carefully, for scenario description, we have number of how many cases? 11 cases. For login functionality, 16 cases. This is
Mhm.
this is this is create account functionality. 11 cases will come here. See, check it out.
Mhm.
So first field is we wrote this now. That's why 12 is coming here. Okay, in 12 is coming. Fine. Click on
Yeah.
create account link. First field is we mentioned the steps, no test steps, test data, expected result. That's why it is coming 12 cases. 12, but actually 11 cases. We leave first one, 12 cases. Okay, 11 cases.
Mhm.
And for the login functionality, we have 16 cases. In the test case, you can get the steps. So what is clearly mentioned here only, no? In the case, you can get the steps. Based on steps, what is the input should mention, that is called as test data, and compare with expected and actual result. Okay, now I will tell this thing clearly for you. Okay, so CAF means create account functionality. This is case ID. Case ID. Then case title is validate create account by providing only the mandatory fields. To provide only the mandatory fields. This is the case title. See, it is providing the create account by providing only mandatory fields. This is positive case. Only mandatory. What are the objects it contains in mandatory field? Okay.
Right. The
Account,
username, password,
yeah, account
whatever the
details,
conditions are
yeah,
given.
password, confirm password, and click button, next button.
Mhm.
Those are mandatory fields. And see for this create account test case, that is common for everything. And what is the second case description? Validate
Shiva, do
creating
you mind? Shiva, do you mind if I just take a 2 minutes break? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
sure. No issues.
Yeah, I just need to go grab water. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sure. No issues. Even yes.
Okay, yes, Shiva, thank you. I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. So validate creating an account by entering different passwords, the password into the password and confirm password fields. You have to check it password field as well as confirm password field. This is
Mm-hmm.
another alternate case description. For this, open the application is a prerequisite. Step 2, click on create account link. Okay, enter new account details into the all the fields, first name, last name, email fields. Enter any password into the password field. Enter any different password, says ABCD, into the confirm password field. Click on next button. See here, actually enter any password says 12345, and a different password says ABCD. ABCD. So what happens? What comes in expected behavior? Account should not be created. Instead, a warning message, password confirmation does not match password, should be displayed under confirm password field. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. In password field, I given this, and in confirm password field, I given ABCD. So how it will be similar? It is not be similar. So it is a negative
Right.
mistake. It's a negative case.
Mm-hmm.
Negative case. So obviously error message will come. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it is coming or not should be provided in the actual result. If these two are similar, pass. Otherwise, fail.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the PO. PO means priority very high. Compulsorily
Mm-hmm.
should be tested. Okay, according to the build, this is most and most important case to prepare the validation of the create account test case. That's why high priority. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine. Next, we enter into the case 3. Here also same functionality. What is the case description? Validate create an account by providing the existing account details. Yeah. See, this is another format of a negative case. See, basically, in a Gmail application, how many possible conditions to be tested is called as what? Number of possible conditions to be tested. It's called as scenario or case.
Cases.
Yeah, case. Very good. Possible conditions. See, first one is valid, valid, positive test case. Valid, invalid, invalid, valid, invalid,
Mm-hmm.
invalid is a negative test case. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we go for
Yep.
positive as well as we go for negative test.
Negative.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so negative test
Mm-hmm.
cases are three options, whereas positive case is one option. Based on that,
Right.
you have to focus on testing.
Mm-hmm.
Here, what it's saying, create an account by providing already existing account. If the account is already existed, can we create once again? We cannot create, right?
No.
Yeah, already existing data we will provide in the registered field, registration field. It is not.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to create, right? It shows same error saying that already it is created. Account should
Mm-hmm.
not be created again. Instead, the warning message, like mail address is already registered, should be displayed. It is displayed. The mail, see, apostrophe means direct speech. Mail address is already registered. Okay, this is apostrophe. Warning message should be displayed. That is called as a expected result. Then warning messages as specified in the expected result got displayed. So you have to write all this like this. See, warning message specified in the expected result got displayed. But do not repeat the same format here. As per the notation, suppose your test is failed. Actually, in the application, the client says this data, isn't it? Okay, warning message should be appeared. This is the expected result, what we have to get. In the application, when we are giving a invalid data, so Instead of warning message, it is showing, it is logging to the page. It is navigating to the inbox page. Then
Mm-hmm.
test is
Failed.
fail. So how to write the actual result here? The system is not displaying as per expected behavior, and it is navigating to the inbox module.
Mm-hmm.
So you must change the text here. Do not repeat the same text.
Mm-hmm.
Then only you will not be a good tester, according to the senior lead or a test manager. Based on that, you have to focus. Okay. Do not
Right.
repeat same text. So whatever you did here, it is somewhat better in the dashboard page. Yeah, this
Okay.
one only, no. Okay, focus on like this only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but something will be changed. If you change, it is an aggressive. Okay, somewhat should be changed. Yeah, you're getting
Mm-hmm.
okay. Now, so this is echo test case. So again, another test case ID we have. This is a case ID. This is the description. We have to mention the steps, and otherwise in the test steps only you have to write. No need of test steps separately. If you require the steps, in the step one, see, validate the create account by providing all the mandatory fields. Validate creating an account by entering different password fields. This is only for one particular step. In this step, these are the points. Bulleting points will come in the steps. This is only for mandatory fields. Again, you go for remaining fields instead of mandatory fields to provide a negative data like password is not similar. Again, next one is, this is step 2. Another one is already existing data should be tested. Next one is create an account by providing an invalid email. So these are all number of probability ways. Similar, Yugenda, when we toss two coins, what happens? What is the probability of getting output?
When we toss a coin.
When we toss two coins,
Mm-hmm.
one coin is head, tail or head. But when you coin the two, when you toss two coins, what is the probability of getting output?
50-50.
Yeah, tell me what are the options? Head, tail,
Head,
tail,
tail, tail.
mm, head to tail, isn't
Yeah,
it?
head, tail.
Very good. So four possible ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you have to do testing. Positive cases should be covered as well as
Mm-hmm.
negative cases should also be covered. That is very important. If you go for negative approach, then what happens? You can find out defects easily. Okay.
Right.
Instead
Mm-hmm.
of maximum positive cases, better to purely focus on negative cases. It means that do not uh, remove the positive cases. You do positive cases, but purely focus on negative cases. That is also mandatory thing.
Okay, to get like the better testing results.
Exactly. To get a better defects in an application, instead of
Mm-hmm.
positive, you go for negative. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So validate creating an account by using the keyword keys. See, by typing in the keyword keys. Click on create account link, enter new account details into all the fields like this, all things by using keyword keys, tap, space, and enter. Click on next button. It is also mandatory. Why? See, suppose you are doing the application data insertion fields with respect of the keyword as well as mouse operations. So only keyword should be tested and some part of the click buttons will be there. Without giving the data, directly click on next button. Whether it is navigated or not should be also be tested. That is a native test case. That should be based on the mouse over technique. This is comes based on keyword keys, whereas without giving the data, clicking on next button is a mouse over technique. That should be also be covered here. This all comes under only for single build, only for single module. Okay,
Yep.
that is the thing. Next, see, validate all the fields in the create account page have the proper placeholders like null, null space, not null, space, everything. Okay, so we have to view the first name, last name, email, password confirm fields for the placeholders. Null, not null, null space, everything will be mentioned over here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this thing should be clearly mentioned. So this comes under totally 11 possible test cases.
Okay.
Okay, 11 possible test cases. This is for only for account test case. And next,
Mm-hmm.
login test. It is quite similar, but we can easily validate the positive and negative test case. See here, observe carefully. LF means login functionality. That is the
Mm-hmm.
ID. Scenario is login functionality. Every build comes under only one scenario, that is login functionality. See, totally we have how many cases? 17 steps cases. Sorry, 17 or 16. Yeah. So login functionality. Valid login into the applicant using valid email credentials. First, we do for valid credentials. Open the application in any browser, create a code. This is a prerequisite. If you want to enter the valid credentials, so you have to enter with the positive data, and user should have a valid credentials. User should have a permission to enter into the page. You can also do that one. That is also the thing should be written in the prerequisites. Open the application,
Mm-hmm.
type a URL bar, type a URL in any browser, create a code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are the steps? Click on Gmail link, enter valid email field, click on next button. Okay, that is the step. The data, it is not applicable here. We are not doing any type of insertion of data. So data is blank. And what is this? System should display page successfully. User is taken to password page, successful pages as per expected behavior. So pass. The result is pass, otherwise fail, otherwise block, otherwise it is not tested. Not tested. Okay, depend upon that, we have to focus on the each and every field. So login test case contains total 16. So that is mentioned here. Okay. Yeah, scenario, it is scenario is for creating the
Mm-hmm.
account. This scenario ID is for the login functionality. So this is different build, this is different build.
Mm-hmm.
Don't compare the case description with respect of scenario description. Case description is navigating to for the approach of testing. Scenario description, which is a possible areas to be cover all the fields in a particular build. So case description is possible ways of testing, preconditions to be tested. What is the positive case? What is the negative case? that should be covered. That is called as case description. Scenario description means total build should be covered with all the fields. It might be a mandatory fields, it might not be a mandatory fields. Okay, you go for a normal flow, you will go for a alternate flow, or you go for a exception flow. Based on these three design techniques, we have to go for functional validation of preparation of test case. It's clear?
Yep.
Yeah, even it's clear?
Yeah, Shiva.
Yeah. Okay. Can you edit this based on this? Can you do?
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Do it and keep in a group.
Both, or which one did you say you want me to edit?
In a group first.
No. Which one do you want me to edit? Both?
Which one?
Out of the two which I had posted yesterday, you want me to edit both?
First do this login, then edit that. If you have time. Otherwise,
Okay, the Gmail one. Okay, I'll do it.
yeah, only Gmail, and don't
Mhm.
forget to do Facebook also. We have another option called Facebook. Facebook will for Facebook application also. You do both the things, and then tomorrow I will tell you cyclos as well as the dashboard.
For Facebook, which one do you want me to do? The login functionality?
Yeah, login functional. Creating the account and do the login functionality. Both the things. See, just a minute. I will check it. I will show you. See, login. What's happened here? Okay, this is the okay. Facebook CP means create what why is CP? Create a CA, not CP. Create account. Okay. To case title, nothing but a description. Valid to create account. Okay. Then open the browser and get this step. Click on the create link. If you want to create account, first go to the link and click it. There is no data for that. System should display create account page. Next, system is displayed create account page. So it is similarly compared, and the test is pass. Okay, next, create account functionality. This is scenario. Valid to create account by providing mandatory fields. Only give a mandatory fields. So we have three steps here. Click on create link, fill all the mandatory fields, then click on sign up. That is the step. And what is the data we are giving? That is called as we have to, for one, click on fill all the mandatory fields, first name, last name, mobile number, all these things. This comes under Kaveri be the value and the age and the female and the gender. This is the input data. Okay. Then system should display account field. Okay. System should display account created successfully. System will display account created successfully. See, don't this guy written similar data, but each and every time do not write like that. At least change some meaningful data, text, meaningful text. Okay, this is for like create account for a Facebook, and it is for chat box, project name chat box. I already sent to you. Let's check it out. We have chart box. CB means chart box. This is a case ID. And validate the every check chart box, Facebook chart box. Then open a new message box to check every chart box is opening or not should be tested. To open a new message box, to send a new message without sending message, trying to close the chart box, chart window. These are all comes under test case description. Now, what you wrote, this test case description should mentioned by you in a scenario. That is wrong. Okay, in the scenario, it should cover only one build. Based on the build, you have to write the possible and negative test cases for a test case description. For a positive case, we have three options. For negative, it may be four options. Those are comes under steps according to the condition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it clear
Okay.
for you?
Yep.
Okay, like that we have to focus.
Okay.
So coming to the test data. So prepare this element name, description, BVA, ECP, data range, and the date. What is the valid and what is invalid? Data range with invalid, data range with valid. Okay, for amount, for the user, you have to write. Okay, this is login dashboard banking. But this guy mentioned with respect to Cyclos application. So, but here he kept the Facebook FBID. Okay, I have to check it out. This thing first. Now, it's clear. Any doubts?
Yep. Should be good.
Yeah. So I already forwarded the content to you and the topics. Please review once again and edit the text and post in testing manual group. Okay. Then I will check it out whether you did correctly or not. And again, tomorrow also the same concept will be repeated, but it is there in the test management based on the project like Cyclos. Now
Okay,
today,
you're gonna be doing it tomorrow, or is it? You said Thursday, Friday. It's gonna be Narasimha, sir.
you have to write it. You have to write it. Then I will look after that. First, you do
Okay.
Gmail and Facebook tomorrow. Based on if you have a time, then you do for Cyclos dashboard and banking.
Okay. No, but who's gonna be taking the session tomorrow? You or Narasimha, sir?
Tomorrow is Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay, Narasimha sir will take. So
Okay.
next Monday, I will check it out, the cases.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
So be careful while preparing the
Mm-hmm.
test cases. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Don't confuse with scenario and a case.
Mm-hmm.
See, a scenario is comes under the part of cases. Cases is the part of steps. Steps is
Mm-hmm.
part of conditions. Based on conditions, you prepare the steps. Based on the steps, you prepare the cases. Based on the cases, you prepare the scenario. Okay, the flow is like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So we practice everything. Next Monday, I will take a session for you.
Okay. Thank you, Shiva.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice time. Take care.
You too. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.